Why are you trying so hard to be them when God made you you? Can't nobody be you. Why are you trying to be a knockoff version of somebody else when you can be the best version of yourself? You pretty much slapping God in the face and saying, God, I think you made a mistake. You didn't really do that good of a job on me, so I'm going to try to be like somebody else that you made instead of just being the original. God made you you for a reason. Let me tell you something. There are so many things I used to despise about myself. I used to despise the fact that I got a big ass gap. I used to despise the veins in my eyelids. I used to despise my voice because, it be shaking and cracking sometimes because, I have an anxiety disorder. But now, all those things that I used to hate, I love because guess what? It makes me unique. Can't nobody be me. I used to wish I had a big booty. I used to wish I had bigger boobs. I used to wish I looked like her and her and her. Oh, I wish my hair was as long as hers. I used to wish, oh man, she has a powerful voice. I wish I could talk like her. I wish my voice was as strong and powerful as hers. Now, I realize that is blasphemy. That's blasphemy for me to even think like that because I was created by God. I'm created in God's image and likeness. So if I feel and think otherwise, that's blasphemous to God. Once you really get to know God, that's when you will start to realize I'm created in God's image and likeness. It won't just be a scripture that you read. You will feel that on a spiritual and subconscious level. And once you start feeling that way, you ain't gonna want to be like nobody else. You ain't gonna want to look like nobody else. You ain't gonna want to sound like nobody else. You ain't gonna even want the money that somebody else has. Yes, I would like some more money, Lord, but I don't want what they got. I want what you have for me, when you have it for me, when you say it's time. Because it's not about when you want something. It's about when you're ready for it. I'll be so happy for people when they win. I'll be so happy for people when they're happy. I'll be inspired by people. I admire people, but guess what? I don't want to be them. I don't want to be them because, like I said, that's a slap in the face to God. God gave me my own destiny, my own path, my own journey that I have to go on. I can't be focused on somebody else's path and journey. I have to focus on mine because guess what? If I'm too focused on what other people doing on their paths, that's going to knock me off my path. You only want to be like somebody else because you don't realize how special you are. You don't realize how unique you are. You don't realize how much power you have inside of you that's just waiting for you to wake up to it. I know because I used to be that way. I used to have so many self-defeating thoughts about myself. I used to have such low self-esteem. I was constantly obsessing over other people and living vicariously through other people, being like, oh, I wish I had her life. Why does she get to live this life? Oh, I wish I was as pretty as her. I have stretch marks and veins around my eyes. Once I realized I'm created in God's image and likeness, and I started walking in that, I said, nigga, I'm a motherfucking masterpiece because I'm a piece of the master. And I don't care what nobody say. Once you start living up to your full potential, you're not going to want to be nobody else. The only reason why you want to be like somebody else is because you're not living up to your full potential and you know it. Stop trying to be a copy and paste version of somebody else, and you might actually discover some gifts you had in you that you didn't even know you had. You might open up some gifts you never knew you possessed. Do you realize when you are trying to be like somebody else, instead of being the best version of you, you are doing a disservice to the world? I used to be terrified to sing in front of people, but I always loved to sing. But I let fear paralyze me for so many years. But then one day I was like, no, F that. I'm going to use the voice that God gave me. Yes, I may not have the strongest singing voice. I might not have Aretha Franklin, Anita Baker, Beyonce, Jasmine Sullivan's voice, but guess what? I have my voice. I have the voice God gave me, and it's unique. It's different. I'm going to embrace the voice God gave me, and I'm going to use it. And guess what? Ever since then, not only have I made a lot of music, I've made music that has inspired and helped people. Like, I would be shocked when people will reach out to me like, I love your music. music. It helped me get through this. It helped me get through that. I love your voice. And I'm like, really? Because I always used to hate my voice, but not now. Because I'm like, no, that's a slap in the face to God. Now just imagine if I would have let fear paralyze me forever. I would have never put out music. I would have never performed in front of people. I would have never did no music videos or none of that. And guess what? All the people who love my music, all the people who have been inspired by it, or it's helped them in some way, they would have never experienced that. That's why I say, when you're not who you truly are, when you're not being the person God called you to be, when you're not living in your purpose, when you're not walking in your light, you are doing a disservice to the world. Let's just say your true calling is to be a motivational speaker, but you don't even realize that because you're so obsessed with this chick on Instagram who's an influencer and a model. So you're like, oh, well, I'm pretty too. So let me just do that. Oh, once I start living her lifestyle and driving a car she got, I'm going to be happy. No, you're not, because you're not being true to yourself. You trying to be a knockoff version of somebody else. What you don't realize is you can get the lifestyle you want from being yourself. You don't have to be somebody else to have a certain lifestyle. You can be yourself, and actually 9 times out of 10, you're more likely to obtain the lifestyle you want if you are being true to yourself, if you are walking in your purpose, if you are walking in your light and not trying to be a copy and paste version of somebody else. And if you do happen to obtain that lifestyle by being a knockoff version of somebody else, guess what? You ain't gonna be happy. You are not gonna be happy. No amount of cars, shoes, clothes, it's not gonna fulfill you. It's not gonna bring you peace, because guess what? You live in a lie. You're not being true to yourself. Stop disrespecting God and level up. Live up to who God created you to be. There's greatness. There is so much greatness that's inside of you, waiting for you to wake it up. And don't let society try to brainwash you and make you conform. Be as weird and different as you want to be. Because guess what? It's enough damn copycats in this world. We need you. We need you to show up as your authentic, true, unapologetic self. I love you guys. If you liked this video, if it was helpful, if it blessed you, make sure you like it, make sure you subscribe, and adios. Bye.